Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Spin Cycle, the show for a quick review of albums new and old. And today I'm talking about a new album. Today I'm talking about Xandria's new album, Theater of Dimensions, which was released on January 27th, 2017. Xandria is a German symphonic metal band from Bielefeld, Germany. And they were founded in 1997 by guitarist Marco Hellbaum, though the band didn't really begin in earnest until 1999. At that point, he was joined by drummer Garrett Lamb, and those two are the only official original members of the band still playing with the band. From the beginning, these guys were gothic symphonic metal band, and they had a female lead vocalist from the start. But they had underwent a few lineup changes before their first official release, Kill the Sun, in 2003. And while their lead singer on 4 albums, Lisa Mittelhauff, was more gothic rock, they shifted to a soprano on their 5th album, Neverworld's End, Manuela Crawler's only album with the band. After that point, Crawler left the band, which opened the door for their current singer, Diane van Giersbergen. And for the past 3 releases, their lineup has been stable, and that's included 2 LPs and 1 EP. Hellbaum is still the primary songwriter for the band, as well as their keyboardist. And it's interesting to note that he lists Hans Zimmer as one of his inspirations. You can definitely hear some of that on this album particularly, and I love Hans Zimmer. Theater of Dimensions is the band's 7th studio album after 2014's Sacrificium. The album has 13 songs with a bonus edition featuring 5 acoustic versions of various Xandria songs, some of them off the new album, some of them older songs. This was released on Napalm Records, which is another solid label producing fantastic bands like Walls of Jericho. The album is 74 minutes long, culminating in the 14-minute title track to close out the album. Hopefully, the band will do some touring in support of the album. They only have a few shows lined up, but I almost doubt they would come to the United States. I don't know if they have much of a following here. My exposure to this band has been minimal, basically just a few songs off of Sacrificium. It's also hard not to compare this with other symphonic metal bands like Epica and Nightwish. It really is reminiscent of Tarja-era Nightwish. But beneath the bravado is some very fun, fast, and powerful music. Van Giersbergen has an enchanting voice. It really is the centerpiece of this kind of music to have a really strong vocal. You really need the strong vocals to complement the strength of this type of epic music. But I also really love Garrett Lamb's drumming throughout. He is a fantastic drummer, and you can hear it all throughout this album. The structure of the album is somewhat paradigmatic for symphonic metal, but the music does speak for itself. I really do have a soft spot for symphonic metal, so this album really does speak to me. It's operatic, it's powerful, it's like a score to an epic fantasy film. So my top 5 on this album, this was really tough to pick because they're all great songs. Where the Home is Heart, which is a great start to the album. It just sets the pace right off the bat, gets into this very confident song and just moves through the album like that. Forsaken Love, which is a wonderful example of Van Giersbergen's soprano range. And then Kylie, which is this instrumental folk song, is just brilliant and fantastic on every level. I always love instrumental folky type songs. Queen of Hearts Reborn, which is just this wonderful dynamic song, really shows the range of this band. And then A Theater of Dimensions, which is the expected long finale song, and it absolutely does not disappoint. But my favorite track has to be Death to the Holy, because it showcases all of the best aspects of this band in just one song. Overall, even without much exposure to Xandria, I can safely say they have created a worthy album for their catalog. From start to finish, this is pure, powerful symphonic metal. It has everything from Van Giersbergen's vocals, to Lamb's drumming, to Hellbaum's compositions, to make a confident and enticing album. The structure might be a little predictable, but the music itself is not. And this is a solid album, and one that shows off how incredibly talented this band is, especially in its epic finale. So my top 5 for this week are some other symphonic metal songs I love. Njord by Leaves Eyes off of Njord. That's just one of my favorite albums by them. A deep cut here, Deceiver of Fools by Within Temptation off of Mother Earth. It's a great song. And then moving on to Epica with Kingdom of Heaven, A New Age Dawns Part 5 off of Design Your Universe. Just a long, fantastic song. And then shifting in a little different direction here, Sound of Silence by Eternal Tears of Sorrow off of Saivon Lapsi. Great Finnish band. You absolutely should check them out. And then, of course, Nightwish, She Is My Sin off of Wishmaster, one of my absolute favorite Nightwish songs. Let me know your thoughts on Xandria's new album if you've heard it. If you haven't, give it a listen and let me know what you think. I'll be off for the next 2 weeks on vacation, but when I return, there's definitely going to be some more reviews of new albums. There's some good stuff coming out, and I can't wait to review them. And that does it for this episode of Spin Cycle, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Nice work. Good job. If you like what you saw, you can just go ahead and click that subscribe button for all videos past and future. You can also head over to my website and see all the other stuff that I do, including the books I've written. So go ahead, click stuff.